watching KDTN, educational television for North Texas.
Welcome to Peppermint Place.
I'm sure that it has happened to you, maybe more than a time or two. You're trying to get ready for school, but you can't find your other shoe. Oh, the other shoe, where could it be? It hides from you and it hides from me. You've got places to go and things to do, but first you've got to find your other shoe. You're sure that last night you had a pair when you kicked your shoes off over by the chair. Now this morning there is only one. Hiding from you is how shoes have fun. Oh, the other shoe, where could it be? It hides from you and it hides from me. Your mother's downstairs and she's calling for you, but first you've got to find your other shoe. Sometimes it's a left, sometimes it's a right. Sometimes it's your socks that run away in the night. You won't be able to do your best if you can't go to school completely dressed. Oh, the other shoe, where could it be? It hides from you and it hides from me. You're standing there, you don't know what you will do. You just can't find your other shoe. So you look in the closets and you look on the stairs, in all the corners and under the chair, between the toys and by your clothes, and there's your shoe right under your nose. Oh, the other shoe, I found you, I'm gonna put you on, and then I'll be gone tomorrow morning. I surely do hope that it won't be so hard to find you.
Is this a dog, a coyote, or a wolf? It's a coyote.
We have as our first guest on Peppermint Place. First, good afternoon. Sir, you're going to speak to them?
Hi.
No, I mean them.
Oh, they're there. Hi.
Our first guest is Mr. Ted Kincaid, who is Associate Creative Director of Kathy Burks Marionettes. Ted, you're busy with your hands, so I'll just say hi.
Hi.
And who's your friend?
This is the King from our production of Rumpelstiltskin.
When is Rumpelstiltskin starting?
It already started, and it's running through September 26th.
Muffin, he looks like a king, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Is that a crown on his head?
Yeah, a very heavy crown, in fact.
Good day, sir. What kind of a
Your
puppet
Majesty.
is the king?
Now, this is called a rod puppet. We do all sorts of puppets at Kathy Burks Marionettes, but this is a kind that we're very fond of. It's a style of theater called black theater. And with this rod puppet, we stand directly behind them, and we're dressed totally in black, and the stage is totally black. So all you see is the puppet. You see them moving by themselves.
I'm sitting maybe 10 feet from you and I can't see you?
Actually, you can sit as much as 4 feet from me and you wouldn't be able to see me.
Isn't that wonderful,
Gosh,
Muffin?
yeah.
Well, is your entire season devoted to
The Black Theater?
The Black Theater?
No, we do, as I said, all sorts of puppetry. The first 3 shows we're going to be doing are all Black Theater.
Okay.
Those are Rumpelstiltskin and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and then for Christmas, The Nutcracker.
You're located at Fairview Farms.
Fairview Farms at the corner of Parker Road and North Central Expressway.
And your telephone number is 422-5585.
Yes, that's it.
And this is the 20th year of Kathy
20th
Burks Marionettes?
Absolutely. We're celebrating our 20th anniversary in the Metroplex. Had a number of different theaters and now have this new theater that we're celebrating our 1st anniversary at.
Well, Muffin, guess what else besides Rumpelstiltskin?
Aladdin, maybe?
No.
No Aladdin.
Puppets don't read too well, so let me read. The Nutcracker.
Oh, the Nutcracker, right there it is.
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And Carnival of the Animals. And Tsunami.
Tsunami.
What is Tsunami?
Tsunami is a South Seas musical review. It's going to be a very lighthearted show featuring marionettes from our antique.
I thought that was meat, something like bologna, Miss
Have you ever had Tsunami between slices of bread, Ted?
Absolutely not. I hate to say.
Who's your other friend?
This is Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, boy.
I thought I'd bring him.
Rumpelstiltskin is my name. What else does he say? Or does he say that?
I don't think he says that in the show.
Oh, okay. He's done. Hush, Muffin. Don't look at me like that. Boy,
he's a pretty creepy character.
Boy, what kind of clothes are those?
Well, we were trying to figure that out, actually. We don't know Rumpelstiltskin too well. We assume that these are his forest clothes that he hides out with.
Looks like he's well camouflaged.
Yeah, he could do some pretty heavy camouflage work.
Looks like a bush with a head on it to me.
Well, the telephone number again, Ted.
422-5585.
How long does each production run?
About 6 to 7 weeks.
And when are your shows done during the week?
We have shows during the week for school groups. Those change each week, so it's best to call and find those out. However, Friday at 7:30, Saturday at 11, 1, and 3, and Sunday at 2 and 3:30. Those shows are always performed every week.
That's wonderful. So people can call the number and see when the show is going to be on that they want to see.
Yeah, that's what the number's for.
Rumpelstiltskin through the 26th, and then October 1st through November 7th, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. The Nutcracker, that's going to be a big one, right?
That's going to be a very big one.
November 17th through December 31st, adapted by Beatrice Wolfe, our dear friend. Carnival of the Animals Muffin, January 19th through April 3rd, and Tsunami, April 13th through June the 5th.
Boy, that sounds like a great lineup to me.
It is. I hope you get down there, Muffin.
I hope so, too.
Our guest has been Mr. Ted Kincaid, Associate Creative Director with Kathy Burks Marionettes. Thank you, Ted.
Thank you very
much.
We will have another guest in just a little bit, but first, here's Colin Boyd to sing a song about a character that Mr. Shakespeare was familiar with.
Hello, I'm Colin Boyd, and this is Juliet. Juliet, Juliet, I want to know, have you found your Romeo yet? My heart was for you from the day we first met. Be my angel, Juliet. Juliet, Juliet, tell me if there's another at your balcony. Should I stay or just let this be? Won't you tell me, Juliet? And if you think in the end that there is no hope, our stars are crossed like Shakespeare wrote, I'll assure you, Juliet, of one thing: no sad tears in our final scene. Juliet, Juliet, I can see we need an ending with no tragedy. When you look for someone, look here at me. Yours I can be, Juliet. And if you think in the end that there is no hope, our stars are crossed like Shakespeare wrote, I'll assure you, Juliet, of one thing: no sad tears in our final scene. Juliet, Juliet, I want to know, have you found your Romeo yet? My heart was for you from the day we first met. Be my angel, Juliet. Be my angel, Juliet. Oh, won't you be mine, Juliet, Juliet, I want to know. Juliet, Juliet, oh, Juliet, I want to know. Juliet, Juliet, oh, let me be your Romeo, Juliet.
Hello, I'm Jim Dunlap, and this is the Backyard Zoo. Today we're going to talk about an animal that's really familiar to a lot of us, especially as children. We have fond memories of these little creatures, and this is the American bullfrog. Now, bullfrogs, in my experience, I always hear them before I ever see them. And if you've ever walked up to a pond or a creek, and if there's a bullfrog present, you hear two things. You hear a loud croak and a splash, and that's usually what they do. Now, this animal is not really full grown, and they get about twice this big. Now, this is the kind of frog that won the jumping contest in California, and these animals are really adapted for leaping because I'll string him out here and let you see. These legs are very long and very muscular, and they can propel this animal sometimes to single leaps of over 20 feet. So try to imagine being able to flat foot 20 feet. Usually one or two of those kinds of jumps, and they can leave predators far behind. Now, these animals like to sit on the banks of bodies of water where they enjoy eating just about anything that's smaller than they are and moves. Most of the time, those are things like the insects and smaller frogs. They will eat an occasional bird if it's small enough and happens to get into their range. Now, he's going to start trying to get away from me here. Now, all amphibians have moist skins, and frogs have a mucus covering on their skins that makes them quite slippery. And that can be a defense mechanism in some cases because an animal grabs them and they can simply slip away. Now, he has very big eyes. He has a very good sense of sight. He can see very well. They also have a good sense of smell, and they can hear. Now, you notice here on the sides, these flat areas. Those are the frog's ears, and sometimes if you watch carefully when he's breathing, you can see them actually move. The vibrations are registered there, and it tells him what things sound like. Like I said, this is not a full-grown frog. He's probably 3 years old. Now, these animals, of course, develop from tadpoles, and there are some differences in tadpoles in the water. The bullfrog tadpole stays a tadpole for up to 2 years, whereas most of the smaller frogs and toads develop in 1 year. These animals are basically green, and the green, of course, is a camouflage situation in that the algae and moss in the rivers and ponds is green, and they can hide very well. They are excellent swimmers. They are a food item for most all carnivorous animals that live in or near the water. They're eaten by fish and turtles and various things. Somebody told me the other day that people actually eat them. I can't imagine that myself, but I don't know if they taste good. I'm sure they probably taste like chicken. That seems to be what everything like this tastes like. But anyway, this is the American bullfrog, and this has been the Backyard Zoo, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, Mr. Farmer?
Yep.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you call a cow that eats grass?
Well, a lawnmower.
Well, it's tough to follow a joke like that, isn't it, Mimi? Mimi Guten on my left and Toni Mazzola on my right, who have teamed together and come up with two wonderful, what will be the beginning of lots and lots of books and records. Who wants to start? Toni, you tell us the title.
The title is Wally Koala and Friends, and Wally Koala and the Little Green Peach.
Mimi, who narrates it?
I'm so lucky. I have a wonderful sister who's an actress, and she is the narrator, Charlotte Ray. She used to be Mrs. Garrett on Facts of Life.
She's a wonderful personality and extraordinarily talented.
She's also a wonderful person.
How long ago did you two ladies decide to do something like this?
Oh, golly, it's been a long time, and we recorded these a few years ago with Charlotte, and we wrote a play in between and kind of got sidetracked, and then we thought, oh, we've got to get this project on the way.
And Toni, what did you do?
What did we do? Well, we just decided to go for it and called Charlotte and asked her if she would do the narration for us. And we did that in Denton at the recording studio and got some of the musicians from the school there.
All our instruments, almost all our instruments are live instruments, and most of them are students from North Texas.
So it is, in effect, a story about Wally Koala, who lives in Australia, and how he solves other people's problems, correct?
And he wants you to feel really good about yourself. It's important, he thinks.
That's right.
To feel good about yourself every day.
And what you do, you put the record in your record player, open the book, and read along with Charlotte's narration. Do you mind if I say that I'd like to have your sister, Charlotte Ray, narrate the opening of The Little Green Peach?
I think she'd love to do it.
That's right.
All right.
That's what we're here for.
From Wally Koala and The Little Green Peach, here is Miss Charlotte Ray with all the voices.
Farmer Jim was humming to himself while he was picking peaches in his orchard. Suddenly, he heard a little voice say,
"Please don't forget me, Farmer Jim. Oh, I'm up here on the end of the branch."
Farmer Jim looked up, spotted a little green peach, and said, "Oh, you're too little, and you're still green. I'd only have to throw you away. No use my coming all the way up there to pick you." He continued humming and going about his work, picking the rest of the nearly ripe peaches. He went on his way, never hearing the sobs from the little green peach. Wally Koala came along just as Farmer Jim went on his way. He heard someone crying. He looked up to find a little green peach with tears streaming down his face. "Why are you so sad, little green peach?" Wally asked. "Farmer Jim picked everyone but me," he said. "All the other peaches were big and rosy and ripe. And here I am, still a little green fella. I'm left all alone at the top of this tree." Wally looked up at him and said, "Don't worry, my little green friend. You're just a late bloomer. Let me tell you a story about Mr. Big Peach Tree and what he told me," Wally said to his new friend. "I don't want to hear a story," said the sad little peach. But Wally continued anyway. "You'll want to hear this one."
And so will you, because it's a wonderful story. And at the end of each of these two books is a song, right, Mimi?
There's a song, and at the end of the vocal where Charlotte sings the song, we have just the accompaniment. So you, little boy or little girl, whoever you are, and we hope that you'll love the story, can learn to sing the song all by yourself with the accompaniment. If you want to sing it at school or do it in a talent show, you can do it with this record.
You can feel good about yourself when you're doing it.
You can feel very proud about yourself.
Toni, where are the books on sale?
You can find them at Borders at Preston and Royal, at European Crossroads, Constellation Bookstore, Book Crossing on West Lovers Lane, and in Irving on Main Street. Mimi, I think there were a couple other places that you...
Right, they're for sale at all the Bernard's gift shops and hotels.
Look for them in this package. Charlotte Ray narrates Wally Koala, The Little Green Peach, and Wally Koala and Friends by Toni Mazzola and Mimi Gooten.
Thank you, Mr. Peppermint.
Thank you,
You're
Mr.
welcome,
Peppermint.
Mimi, and you're welcome, Toni. Say, here's a birthday now about another pretty well-known character.
Hurry, 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 hurry! Hurry, 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 hurry!
Where's everybody going in such a hurry?
To Mickey Mouse's birthday party.
Can I go too?
Shine your shoes.
Slick your hair.
Come along with me.
It's Mickey Mouse's birthday party.